Hello everyone, good afternoon. This is Gary Santos again. I'm making now a fashion tutorial for you, the continuation of basic fashion design tutorials, which is giving you the definition or some knowledge about the basic fashion designing. 2 days ago, I had already shared about fashion history, fashion tree, and of course this time I'm going to give you the fashion terminology, which is very important to the upcoming or aspiring fashion designers, that they should have this knowledge. And of course you can search or research on your own if you want to have a wide range of knowledge when it comes to fashion. But of course this time it is an advantage for you, so you could have knowledge, even a bit of knowledge from me. At least I can share with you the knowledge that I have got from the past and the knowledge that I have got from my experiences. Alright, so this time let me continue with the fashion terminology. But before that, I'd like to invite you everyone to please like, share, and make a comment and subscribe also to my YouTube channel, which is Gary Santos Advanced in Fashion Designing Tutorials, because after this fashion terminology and everything fashion knowledge, you will learn a lot of things from me, especially fashion sketching, fashion illustrations, which is the basic or the major core of the fashion designs. Alright, step by steps I'm going to share with you all of that, especially like how you are going to make a collections from the fashion sketching, how you will put your ideas on the fashion sketching, how you will mix color season by season. Alright, so this time let's continue for the fashion terminology, which is common fashion trends and their meanings, which is very important also. So still the number one in the list is haute couture. This term is French word for high sewing or dressmaking, and often refers to exclusive designers' creations. That is haute couture. Alright. For example, in the Philippines, Michael Cinco is haute couture designers, Fern Anato, Ezra Santos, Versace, and abroad. They are haute couture, Chanel also. Now, label, fashion label, refers to upcoming designers who make ready-to-wear outfits in limited numbers. These outfits are high on style and are often expensive than regular store garments, but lesser than established designer wear. Alright, ensembles is usually referred to an outfit complete with accessories. Diba? You can see a lot of dresses with accessories, like lavish of pearls, lavish of crystals. That it has how you easily say an ensembles, and of course like embroideries. And one thing for sure, this is one of the most important part in the fashion terminology, is the silhouette. A silhouette is essentially the basic shape or outline of an outfit. It gives you the right frame according to your body. Alright, so the silhouettes, I'm going also to teach all of the lines on the base, on the form of the shapes of the body. So I will teach you on that later on, maybe after 2 days to 3 days after this fashion terminologies. Alright, so off the rack, ready-made garments that made in standard sizes, that is off the rack. Hemline, lower the edge of the garment, at the end of the garment, that is the hemline. Let's say for the dress, if you can see like the full length of the dress, the last part of the dress, that is the hemline. All right, and yoke is a part of the garment which is cut and joined with a piping or seams. Yoke, as you can see, like you can see in the upper part there is a cutting here, that is a yoke. Trimmings are mainly used for furnishing garments, example buttons, zipper, label, and some other accessories. That is trimmings. All right. Finishing is a final process given to a textile materials. That is finishing. And style Style is any particular characteristic or look in apparel or accessories. All right. In vogue, this is actually a French word for fashion. It means it is currently in trends or in style in a particular season. Like if you are very fashionable, you are vogue. Another term of that is posh, yeah, stylist, and that is vogue in French. Oh, you're so vogue. You are very fashionable. Fashion forward. Fashion forward refers to people who have their own fashion game right and know what will become a trend in the near future. Or meaning to say, you are more advanced in making a fashion statement, technicality in fashions. So that is fashion forward. And monochrome refers to an outfit or look that is only black and white but can change in some colors based on your own idea and creativity. That is monochrome in fashion. Peplum. Peplum refers to a top or dress that has an outward, flared or ruffled section around the waistline, while the rest of it remains fitted. That is peplum. And motifs. Any recurring elements in a story that has a symbolic significance. That is motifs. All right. Pattern. Pattern is an underlying structures that organize surface or structures in a consistent, regular manner. That is pattern. All right. Repetition. Repetition is use of the same form again and again. All right, you can see like, yeah, the pleated type. That is repetition. All right. Color. It is the perceptual characteristic of light described by color name. So very important ang color. Shades or the hue produced by the additional of black. Then tint hue. This is produced by the additional of white. And hue terms for the pure spectrum colors commonly referred to by the color names. This is the hue. All right. Then texture. Texture is the quality of an object. Example is smooth, fluid, sharp, or rocky. Texture is specifically in the fabrics or in materials or in any kind of accessories that you are going to use. You can find a lot of this. You can find smooth, you can find fluid, you can find sharp, and you can find rocky. All right. Classic fashion. Classic fashion apparel made of a style that continues to be fashionable. Then avant-garde. Avant-garde, this one I told you before that this also French words meaning ahead of its time. It's more of the same with the fashion forward, the avant-garde. Let's say for example, me as a fashion designer, I'm going to predict or to create a creation that is 2 years ahead of time. Something futuristic, something crazy, something impalpable. All right. Pret-a-porter. Pret-a-porter, another French words for ready to wear, less expensive clothing. This is for mass market. All right. And atelier de couture. Atelier de couture, this is a workrooms in Parisian haute couture designers work and produce clothing. All right. So I hope that you've got a lot of fashion terms and trends. And of course, if you are still doubtful or not so sure about what I am saying, basically in here, sharing the things all out of you, but basically you can research on your own also to get and to add more knowledge about your fashion knowledge. All right. So this time I'm going to share with you, if you are a fashion student, fashion designer aspirants, and fashion designer currently that you are still like having a doubt or is still doubtful about the careers you are going to to take. All right, so at least you could have, of course, if you are a fashion designer students also, you have got a lot of ideas and knowledge from the school. All right, but not all of this what I am telling you. All right, so the top 20 best fashion school around the world, schools around the world. All right, so number one in there in the ranking is the London College of Fashion, which is in London, UK. Fashion Institute of Technology, that is in New York, US. School of the Arts, Design and Architectural, that is in Espoo, Finland. Parsons Schools of Designs in New York, US. Westphal College of Media Arts and Designs at Drexel University in Philadelphia, US. Number 6 is Central St. Martin in London, UK, which is, I think Michael Cinco studied there. And School of Designs at the Royal College of Arts, London, UK. Instituto Marangoni in Milan, Italy. This Instituto Marangoni in Milan, Italy, actually a very memorable one because I've got a scholarship actually in this institution. But unfortunately, my company in Saudi Arabia way back in 2014 wasn't able to give me a permission to study there. But anyhow, that's part of life. Then the number 9 is Bunka Fashion College in Tokyo, Japan. Bunka Fashion College is the number one, by the way, is the number one fashion school in Asia and one of the oldest fashion school in Asia. All right, remember Bunka. All right, so hold on a second. And to continue on that, Esmod Paris, Paris, France. Actually, Esmod is the first and oldest fashion school with patented methods, founded in 1841 by Alexis Lavin, 19th century, in Paris, Master Taylor. All right, so and on number 11 is the Ezriel Faculty of Designs, that is in Ramat Gan, Israel. In Ramat Gan, Israel. And the number 12, that is the National Institute of Fashion Technology in New Delhi, India. Number 13 is the Royal Academy of Fine Arts in Antwerp, Belgium. And on number 14, the Fashion Design Institute in Dusseldorf, Germany. Number 15 is the Savannah College of Arts and Design in Savannah, US. Number 16, University for the Creative Arts, Rochester in UK. And Stephens College in Columbia, Missouri, USA. Number 18 is Polimoda, Florence, Italy. And number 19 is the Artists Institute of the Art in Arnhem, Netherlands. And on number 20 is the University of Westminster in London, UK. So as I have said earlier, that Esmod is the first and oldest fashion school, which is patented method, exclusive patented methods founded in 1841 by Alexis Lavin, 19th century Paris Master Taylor. All right. Hi everyone. And now let's go to the fashion capitals in the world. Do you have any idea, guys? We just have only 5 major cities, capitals for fashions in the world. Number 1 is Paris, number 2 is Milan, number 3 is London, number 3 is New York, and number 3 is Tokyo. Alright, so the ranking of this is yearly changeable. All right. So sometimes after 1 year, it would be like Milan on the number one. Maybe after uh, haute couture fashion show, London will be on the top. It will be yearly ranking. All right. So this time I will give you the 10 cities around the world. Yearly ranking. All right. So by ranking yearly top 10 cities of 2020, each year the Global Language Monitor a list of the 10 most influential fashion cities. This is done by measuring the frequency with which cities are discussed, various online mediums, blogs, websites, newspapers, and journal. For example, essentially it records the hype surrounding certain places and can identify what is trending. Alright, so this 2022, if you are going to search over in the internet, it has already changed. But before on that, the top 10 cities, number 1 was Barcelona, Spain. Number 2 is Rome, Italy. Number 3 is Los Angeles in the US. Number 4 is Berlin, Germany. Number 5 is Copenhagen, Denmark. Number 6 is Tokyo, Japan. Number 7 is Shanghai, China. Number 8 is St. Petersburg, Russia. And now is Sao Paulo, Brazil. And 10 is Antwerp, Belgium. Alright, so those are the top 10 cities around the globe that entered to the top 10 cities of fashions. Alright, and I'm going to share with you also with you so if you are a designer already, of course you have already the knowledge how you are going to work with watching the fashion shows. All right, but if you are a student and is still studying with the fashion designs, or if you are out there and looking for a better fashion shows all around the world, but of course as I've said earlier, that each and every designer has its own favorite, has its own definitions how you are going to make the fashion of your own. So the top 5 cities to open a major fashion show or fashion week, if you know the fashion week. So Paris Fashion Week, Copenhagen Fashion Week, New York Fashion Week, London Fashion Week, Milan